You there?
Yeah. Sorry, the line just cut.
Oh,
cut a
no.
bit.
No, Matt's working on your piece right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, yeah, you got a quick question for you, Matt. I mean, you've been through a lot, and you've gone to jail for a long time too. Like, you've had a lot of time to kind of think shit through. I'm just wondering, like, what advice would you have for someone my age who's much younger? Just looking back at your life, like, what would you have done? Obviously, apart from the mortgage fraud and going to jail for 12 years, like, what would you do differently to kind of have a better life, like either mentally or just in terms of your job or, your lifestyle?
Stop! Don't look at me like I'm going to say something profound, because I'm not.
I'm waiting for it. Come on, man.
Because I mean, honestly, and this is like horrible, because like all of my advice when people ask me this, and people ask me this all the time, believe it or not, for some reason they think I'm inspiring, which is something I've never gone for.
Let me just give you a little bit of words of wisdom. Matt's a false prophet, first of all.
Yeah. So basically, all my only advice is the same advice any father gives anybody. I mean, it's like the same shit your dad says. It's like, I mean, you work hard, be patient, don't try and keep up with the Jones. I mean, it doesn't. The thing is you know how many times
Can't keep up with Jones.
You know how many times I find myself doing this. Danny's gonna mock me, but it only because he knows deep down it's true. But I mean, I actually, Danny actually has a pretty good, like, Danny could drive. He could drive a super nice flashy car. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I noticed that Danny puts his money where it's smart, and not where it's flashy to let everybody know, hey, look, I'm a big shot. And I find myself doing the same thing constantly, where it's like, I want to get a new nice car that I pull up in a really nice car, and I think, what are you doing, bro? You're going to put money into a car that's going to depreciate? Like I'm trying to reinvest into things that will make me money. I'm trying to not do things because it will impress other people. And that's the problem, is that I think most people are trying to impress people that basically don't like them anyway. And they're not patient. They want things right away. They don't want to work for it. They don't want to save. And just in my opinion, that's like a huge downfall, is like, I have to get the bigger house. I have to have the better car. I have to have, why? What does it matter? I mean, why not get something that you can afford, save your money, be smart, be humble, be appreciative. Life is so fucking good out here, and people have no clue how good they have it. You could be a Jew in 1938 Germany. You could be an African American in the 18th century in New Orleans. You could be, I mean, there are so many horrible situations you could have been born into. And the truth is, life is amazing here, and people just don't appreciate it. And I mean, to me, that's not words of wisdom. That's just the same thing that your dad would tell you. So I don't think that that's profound. I think that that's just something that I didn't believe. It's like, what it reminds me of? It's like money can't buy happiness, but everybody wants to find out for themselves. So, it's like, but I've had money and I was never happy. I was never really happy. And I didn't even realize how miserable I was outside, free, with tons of money, until I had nothing and I was laying in a bed in prison, where I realized how unhappy I was. I was super happy in prison writing. Happier in prison writing than I am right now. Because I'm now having to struggle to make bills, to do this, and I don't have the time to write like I want to write. So it doesn't make sense, but the truth is if you gave me $1 million, the only thing that $1 million would do was it'd give me time to start writing, which is something I like to do. That's all the $1 million would do. It wouldn't change me. It wouldn't make me happy. It'd just give me a little bit more freedom. That's all it would do.
That was moving. I'm touched.
Hell yeah.
So I told you you'd mock me. Some people they just can't help themselves.
Yeah, no, that's amazing advice. So basically, just do what you want to do and don't really care what other people think. Essentially.
Yeah, I mean, think about it like this too. I mean, and you've
don't get sucked up into all the fake bullshit on YouTube and all the ads. You want to make more money on Amazon? I make $100,000 a day on Amazon. Follow me at grantcardone.com and join my pyramid scheme. I mean, all that shit's so fucking whack,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's way too much of that shit. It's crazy. Like everybody wants to get rich quick and not do anything.
Everybody wants to be a guru. Everyone thinks they have the answers and they want to sell you a course.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
No, I mean, do what
Man, thanks for the advice,
do what
Mike.
makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. I mean, do what makes you happy, and don't focus so much on making money, because ultimately making money is not going to make you happy. Do what you want. You know, do what makes you happy, and the money will come. I mean, in the end, if you're good at something, if you're the best at something, you're going to make money at it. But don't take a job because it pays a bunch of money. Don't do something just for the money. I would find something that you love to do and do that, and stop worrying about keeping up. Most people take jobs because they want money to buy shit to impress people that fucking hate them. They don't even like you anyway. Everybody that I made, I stole all this money and bought a bunch of stuff to impress a bunch of people. And when I went to jail, nobody was there. You know who was there? My mother.
It is nice though, living in a nice
it.
house. Like when you have like a nice house with a pool and like
It's
big space and a big yard. I mean, it's better
cat.
than it's better a cat. It's better than living in a 500 square foot apartment. I will tell you that. But don't put the cart what's it called? The cart in front of the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put the cart before the
Don't
horse.
do that. Take your time. You got time.
Oh,
That's
how old
great
are you?
advice, Jason. I'm 30.
Oh, bro, you can make 3 or 4 bad decisions and still come out on top.
Yeah, well,
you could
you know-
do
you know
5
what?
years and you'll
It-
still be
it-
all right.
It's funny because your advice really kind of hits me pretty hard because right now I have a job that I do like, but you know it's a regular job. You know, it's like a 9 to 5, and I mean it does pay really well. But I'm at a point where like I get really bad tendonitis, right, and like really bad when I work. And I'm at the point where I'm trying to decide whether I should quit my job and just focus on my health and just do something else that I like.
What's the job, if
keep
you don't mind me
working.
asking?
I'm a financial planner.
Tendinitis?
Yeah, he's typing all
Yeah,
day.
well-
Oh, with
Anyways,
your hands?
Yeah, I've had really bad tendinitis over the years, and it's kind of gone up, you know, in my neck and in my back. And anyways, it affects my quality of life a lot just to be at a computer all day working. So I'm at a point now where I'm trying to decide, you know, do I keep this job for the money, or do I just do something else and, you know, try to do something where I can actually feel good physically. So, yeah, the advice kind of hits me pretty hard. Thanks
Fuck
for that,
yeah, bro.
Matt. I think it applies.
Absolutely. Yeah.